Hi, welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree, and in this video, I am doing a tarot reading for the energy of Libra. I am going to pull 3 cards from this deck, Tarot Nuages by Neidman, and then I'll pull 3 more cards from Tarot the Abyss. So we're going to start out right now with a smudging using some Palo Santo, and I'm going to say a quick prayer. Call on the energies of the ancestors, of the 4 elements. We've got earth, fire. We've got earth, fire, water, and air here. And also call on the energies of the 4 directions. We've got east, west, north, and south. Okay. Then this is Tarot the Abyss. A little smudge. All right. We'll put this one to the side because that will be the second deck that I draw from. And then here is the Lantern Oracle. And this is a nice oracle deck by Angelina Mirabito. And this is a shadow healing deck, and it deals with the feminine energies of the mother, the maiden, the guardian, and the crone. All right, so we will draw an oracle card at the end, and to see what extra wisdom that the Lantern Oracle has for us. All right, so this is for the energy of Libra, and that card wanted to come out for you, Libra. So that is the 10 of Coins in reverse, and that is Earth energy. And that card represents having all of our material objects, all of our material desires, our home, our job. And it also speaks of the energy of having things to pass on to future generations. So it speaks of all that you have and then some, enough to give away, to give to family, to give to your community. So this is a very happy card, a good card, especially for those who live here on Earth. This is the accumulation of all of our earthly necessities, and therefore not having anything to need further. You have so much that you can give to others. All right, Libra, with that being in reverse, that's either blocked for you or you're not quite there yet. You haven't quite reached the 10. That energy might be there, but it's not, you're not quite able to harness it. You're not quite able to access it for some reason. So let's draw 2 more cards and see what we have. Okay, so we have the Town and the World. Very interesting, Libra. I think the very first reading that I did for this series had the World and the Town. But I think the World was down here in the last card position, and then the Town was up here. However, the Town is an extra card that Neidman added to this deck. And this basically is saying that you kind of have everything, right? Everything that is you. This is your home. This is what defines you. This is what you defend. And this is what defends you. So this is like the essence of happiness, the essence of happily ever after. You have everything that you need. And the World is similar to that as well. So the World is basically, I don't want to say it's the ending because every ending is the beginning at the same time. And that's kind of what this card is. The World is where you are after you have accumulated, you've experienced, you have the wisdom, you have the experiences, and you have all the tools that you need and everything that you've learned, and you're taking that to this next world. So what I see here is very promising. However, we do have this little nick, and it's the 10 of Coins in reverse. And so I get the feeling that maybe you're not quite aware of what you have, Libra. You're not quite, you might feel that you're lacking in something, but yet it is right here behind you. So what we're going to do is use the Tarot of the Abyss, and we are going to see, energy of Libra, we are going to see what this is about here for you, Libra. Very interesting that this 10 of coins flew out before I even was able to shuffle here. And but it, you know, the 10s are in the tarot, the 10s are sort of like the new beginnings. It's like the ending but the new beginning, okay? Well, yeah, it's an ending in the beginning. You know, in numerology, 9 is the ending. So, however, Mr. Waite wanted to put the 10s in, and there are some people that even say that the 10 is the page. The 10, it like in playing card decks, we have the 10, which is actually the page, and sort of like the page in the tarot deck is a little bit of an extra card. So it just depends how you look at it. And I have all of that knowledge stored, and sometimes I use that in my head, that this is actually a page and the 9 is the ending. However, I feel like the 10 here is the ending / beginning for you. All right, so the 10 of coins in reverse. So then we have the Hanged One, Major Arcana in reverse, 4 of Swords, air energy, and 8 of Pentacles in reverse, earth energy. So what I'm seeing here for you is that this hanged one calls us to look at things in a different light, a different perspective. It calls for us to use that third eye energy, and to look at things in a way that we aren't currently looking at things. And usually that begs us to seek the counsel of someone else. However, what I see here is it's time for you to kind of take a chill pill with this 4 of Swords energy. This is that resting energy, rest the mind, meditation. It's where you kind of put everything away and you just give that mind some time to process things. And so what I'm seeing here is that it is time for you to look at something in a way that is more conventional. The Hanged One being in reverse, this, you know, usually it's kind of like the opposite. So actually, I need to read. Let me get a read on the rest of these, and then I'm going to come back to this, okay? Because the picture is kind of muddled up for me. You know, the way that I read cards is very different. It doesn't go in a methodical order. You know, I have there. It's like a matrix here when I pull cards. This is a matrix. This is a matrix. We have these lines and rows. And all these cards kind of speak to one another in different kinds of ways. So let's pull on the Town. So we've got another 4 of Cups, water energy. We've got 2 of Cups, more water energy. And then we've got the King of Pentacles. So very interesting. So I do see that there is some kind of relationship here that is making you feel at home. Okay. However, with this 4 of Cups here, like I said, you're not really acknowledging what you have. You don't notice it. And that's what's happening. That's what happens with the 4 of Cups here. That's sort of complacency. It's like it's like having all this stuff, but still being bored, having all these toys, but still not knowing what to do. It's the thing of it's the energy of not realizing what you have. And so there is a relationship involved, and it seems to be a very sturdy relationship. I think this relationship might ground you, Libra, and you look towards this relationship for some stability, and it has provided you stability. However, for some reason, you don't feel complete. You don't feel like this is you don't feel like this is what you want, what you've been searching for. Let's get a read here on the world. So we've got the Seven of Swords in reverse, air energy, Two of Wands, fire energy, and then the Star, major arcana. So with the Star here, this is our major arcana. And with the Star is sort of like our guidepost, our guiding light. Okay, it's where we set our sights on for the future, the goals that we set for ourselves. We set this goal, we put it far into the future, we put it up into the sky so that it's like a beacon for us. And we make decisions in our present lives, in our present moment, to get us closer and closer and closer and closer to this star, so that when we get there, we have all that we've wanted. We've made our decisions based on where this star is. We said, okay, this and this will get me to the star, so I'm doing this and that. Okay, now this and this will take me to the star, so now I'm going to do that. And so as long as you have your focus on something, you can continuously take these steps, and your next step is going to be lit up because you know where you're going, and the star is like a beacon in the night taking you there. Okay, so I see you have this idea of the world, and I see that it looks like this idea of the world is a little bit of deceit for you. Okay, you have let's see, this Two of Wands. No, what I'm seeing here actually is that you are deceiving yourself in this. Okay, you are looking at this in a way that you don't think it's right for you for some reason. You have your sights set somewhere else. You're unable to realize what it is that you actually have. And so this Hanged One is actually telling you that you're looking at it in the wrong way. You're not looking at it from the correct perspective. So you're being asked to slow down a little bit. Stop busying yourself with this world, this thing that you've created for yourself. It's kind of like you're keeping yourself busy in a way to not really focus on what it is that you have, and you're always looking forward. You're not really being in the present here. And so there's this relationship that is a grounding force for you, but again, you're not really noticing it. And so I feel like you're just doing all this reach and grab, that you're not focusing on what your present life is, what's going on in your present life. So I don't think I told you, but this is a shadow series. And so this is a shadow reading for you, Libra. And the shadow work that I'm seeing here is that it's time for you to realize what it is that you have and stop seeking for things. Stop being, the closest word I can think of is a consumerist, where, Christmas time, everybody's like, buy, I'm buying this, I'm buying these crappy stocking stuffers just to put it in the stocking stuffer. Then you have a whole bunch of plastic mess and that gets thrown away in a week. And, Halloween is the same thing too. You buy all this candy, kids go trick-or-treating, and you end up throwing all this candy away. And Thanksgiving as well, you make all this food and you end up having all these leftovers, and it all gets, a lot of it gets thrown away. We're stuffed, we're full for the time being. We might have leftovers for a day or two, but a lot of it does get wasted. And so that's the kind of energy that I'm feeling here, is that you're putting it into something and you're trying to create this perfect environment, and it seems perfect for you. It seems good. It seems like it's doing what it needs to do on a superficial level. However, the true happiness, the true things that you can pass down and give is not really there. So in a way, it's kind of like a facade, all right? And so what I'm seeing here, it's time for you to just kind of relax a little bit. And focus on what's important to you. I see that there's a relationship that's really important to you. I see that you should focus on that, and I think you should not so much focus on all of this material wealth right now. This relationship is very grounding for you, and it's keeping, it's sort of like the glue that's kind of keeping everything together. So I feel like you just need to release yourself a little bit. Release yourself of the busyness. Do a little bit of meditation. Find out what's really important to you, and find out what it is that you really want to put your energies into. And once you get your energies into a focused situation here with this star, let me show you this. You see how she's reaching up for that star? You can focus your energies into something and make it beautiful, okay? And instead of just the energies being scattered everywhere. So the Hanged One is telling you that you are focusing, you're looking at the wrong thing, okay? Time for you to take a chill pill here with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and it's time for you to really get down, decide what's important to you, and focus on it, which I think is this relationship. And because you really do have everything that is needed, everything that you want. And the shadow aspect of this is perhaps maybe you grew up in a time where, or in a situation where you didn't have everything that you wanted and needed at the time. And so you kind of grew up on scarcity, okay? And so now that you're in a different time in your life, and you're more in control, so you don't want things to be scarce, so you're just accumulating everything and holding on to it and not wanting to let it go. But you have so much stuff, you don't even realize what you have in front of you, which is this relationship, this stability. And so I think it has you just kind of spinning your wheels in a way, and you're not focusing on what's important to you. Okay, let us draw an oracle card from the Lantern Oracle. So, what's her name? Angelina Mirabito is the author of this deck. She's a PhD, I think in like therapy, I think is what I read, or psychology. And she works a lot with the shadow aspect of psychology, that Jungian theories, and the Jungian school. Jung is the proper pronunciation. So she, this deck is dealing with the shadow. So, and the author, Yuli Alejo, she did a wonderful job with the imagery on these cards. These cards are absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to draw one for you. So let me stop this shuffling business, and we can draw one now. All right, energy of Libra for this reading. So forgiveness. Hurt blocks our light. All right, so I'm going to read the passage from the book. So this is card number 26, which looks like it might be crone energy. It's the guardian energy. Okay, forgiveness. The only forgiveness that we can receive is that which we experience ourselves. In essence, to forgive another, life, or the world is as irrelevant as being forgiven by another, life, or the world. If we have not forgiven ourselves, we can neither receive forgiveness nor have it to give. Forgive is a word that often evokes in us a sense of defensiveness and anger. Why should we be the ones to forgive when we were the ones wronged? When exploring the concept of forgiveness, the key lies in the word wrong, and not in the doing or the doer of the wrong. Every happening is neutral in and of itself, and is as indifferent as nature. It is us who bring such notions of right, wrong, good, and bad to stimuli. For the wrong not to continue to be a reality that lives harmfully in our mind, body, and emotions, the physical effects of it need to be thoroughly released. Ideally, we release our distress like the wild animals that instantly rid themselves of whatever disturbance they experienced by energetically purging it in a physical, cathartic act before moving on. That's so true, because dogs will shake, deer will like shiver their skin. Lots of animals do that to release that tension that is within their bodies. This is why the only forgiveness that matters is ours. We deactivate the negativity within and change what are energetically matched to in our external reality. Releasing the unforgiveness frees us into a higher vibrancy and creates a shift in our possibilities. The beginning of everything true and the end of everything false starts in the moment we forgive ourselves for having forgotten that we are not our bodies, our behavior, our memories, or the stories that we live out, nor are we in any way how we have ever been mistreated or disrespected. We are not the wrongs done to us, nor that we may have done to others. Wow. Forgiveness is your way home. You are the only light that you need. Fill your way home to spirit self by replacing all that hurts with the shining white light of pure self-love. The guardian's message is the white light of love releases you from pain and suffering of believing in what is not you. Okay, so perhaps the reason you are holding on to all of this stuff, or with this card, no, I stand by the reading that I had earlier, and forgiveness. I'm not quite sure how that would relate to this reading for me. Okay, but perhaps you can relate to this energy, and perhaps you can release yourself and forgive whomever needs to be forgiven. If you need to forgive yourself, if you need to forgive someone else. And just remember that the things that have happened to you, they're not right or wrong in the eyes of the universe. It just happened. It is us who placed that designation, that label on that thing that happened to us. And the longer that we hold on to it, the longer that we keep it within ourselves, the more it is going to ferment, and the darker the darkness is going to become, because the longer we hold on to it, I'm going to put this in quotation marks, but the sicker we become, because we're holding on to that hurt. That hurt doesn't have a place within ourselves. Okay. So forgive. Yes. Okay, Libra. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next reading. Take care.